Hey fam, let's dive into the second episode of the Mommy Club. Yo guys, kuningi mara asqaleni ngo happy Simelani, Her Majesty. So, what she did this week, because yo girl busy, she was having a conversation with her three daughters. Well, the two and the other one is still a baby. And during that conversation, the baby just wanted some attention. And she just said, "Shut up!" to the child, guys. Yo, yazini, bekungathi ngangena TV and just call her to order. Because no, you don't talk to a child like that. Like, babies need attention and whatnot. But not my child. I guess we all raise our children differently, but y'all. And then in that same sitting, she was discussing the death of the husband, and she then proceeded to just ask how the girls were feeling now that it's just the three of them, or four of them rather, in the household. And then the one child was told, Uguti, because your birthday is a day after the dad passed away, you will not be celebrating your birthday. We will have to move your birthday to maybe the day at the month end or something like that. Yo guys, the child just started crying with reason, because now it's like it's your fault or something. She's a child. She doesn't understand. And it's her birthday. And the way that she said it, and it showed absolutely no remorse, nothing, and just no emotional connection or anything. The way she said it, and just sat still and just looked at this child and said, yeah, it's just too painful. It's just this and everything. And it just brought tears to that child. I just felt so sorry for her and just wanted to hug her. Okay. And then again, Uhappy has a luncheon with Nunurai and Ratile. And during that seating, she then was asked about the death again of the husband. And that is basically the first time she actually cried and tears came out of her eyes, like actual water. She got really emotional and just went into detail. But then Isgaga, turns out the husband was with a side chick during the time of his passing. And Happy, in a nutshell, hates that girl. She literally said if it were to happen that she meets this girl, she would go to jail. She would be arrested. So, yeah, guys, she just went on and just said some unholy words. And it was deep, guys. Beku deep. Yazin. Okay, let's now move on to the Chanel high tea party that Mrs Mops and the shade ngama outfit abantu. Mrs Mops, when Nunurai walked in again, she threw some shade at her outfit and said she gets a 3 out of 10 because she wore a satin, very sexy, classy dress with like a sleet nyana. But Mrs. Mops was not impressed, but then was impressed by the other ladies and whatnot. Okay, fine. Moving on, like during that seating, Miss Manchi says to the guests, Zaga Miss Mops, Uguti, yay, I have a bone to pick, no happy Simelani. Yo, guys, happy, ne? So apparently, Happy said, Umtana ka Miss Manchi, the little one, the one that licked the cake with the first episode. Ne? We all saw that, and it's yebo. So when that incident happened, apparently Happy said this child is wild. So guys, that did not sit well with Miss Manchi. She just was not happy and wanted to address it. Okay, and she did, guys. She definitely did. But before she addressed it, Uhebi decided to bring a guest, while she's also a guest, into somebody's home. Yo, guys, protocol, etiquette. But anyway, girl just decided to show up with a new lady, Ratile. And yeah, she just said, okay, Mrs. Mops, I'm so sorry. I invited someone. And yeah. And shame, man, when she arrived, she was so graceful. She had a bouquet of flowers. And it seemed like they just loved her. They liked her aura. And she seems very well put together. I mean, she is a contestant, Yaga Mrs. South Africa. So anyway, we'll see how this turns out, like this friendship, because it's now getting like thicker. Anyway, then they called her to the side, like Mrs. Manchi and Happy. They went and they discussed this whole wild situation. Happy then went on to explain, Noguti, no, she didn't mean it in like an animal, like wild animal term or way. She just said it because she felt like, no, man, it's wild. You know, like the cool girls say, yo, it's wild, you know? Okay, guys, let's take it that way. Moving fast, the ladies really had a very opulent time in a very beautiful mansion, whilst their nannies had a little picnic and just got to know each other. I mean, they were levels upon levels. Like other nannies are au pairs, other nannies are just nannies. They were just really, having a moment by themselves. And then they went on to sample some Chanel stuff, and yeah, it was a nice vibe. Tell me what you guys thought of the second episode. I'm really digging this reality show, and I can't wait for next week so that we can just sit and chat about the ngosi that goes on in that group. All right then, please share your thoughts down below. See you next week. Bye.